going on, my little frothlings? I have an interesting one today because big shout out to my buddy, Jason. We're just gonna call him Foot Fault Disc Golf. He's the meanie in all the comments who says Foot Fault every single time they post a video. Actually, it's kind of fun. I appreciate it. But he reached out to me. We actually filmed a battle video on the main channel way back when. We did like something with some like dice that you roll and do stuff, not disc dice. That guy reached out to me and was like, "You gotta change the title." All that to say, we're gonna be throwing 9 holes with a company called STM Disc Golf. And honestly, these guys have been like in my Facebook ads all the time. I got so many like marketing materials, Cloud Ripper, like for these. And then I clicked on them, I was like, maybe this will make an interesting video. Like, seems like an interesting company, maybe private label, seems like out of China maybe or something. And they're like $30 a disc or like $28 a disc. It's so freaking expensive. And they didn't even look that good. So we got the warm on it here, the Cloud Ripper. This is like a flippy, flat 13-speed. Osiris, very interesting. Has like a fastback top with no ridges, mid-range. This one feels good. Bodanza feels like a straight to stable 8-speed. And then the Overwatch, which I'm pretty sure is just a Cloud Ripper, in powder plastic, but they changed the name, just like kind of what Daredevil Disc does. Super interesting. I'm glad we'll get to throw these. Big shout out to Jason for sending them out. We're gonna play with them against my bag because I'm just trying to train for the season, getting started. And so we'll see if these 5 discs over 9 holes can beat my bag at Adams Hollow. The front 9 holes. Okay, so I filmed this video a while back. I was almost sure that these discs were gonna be almost as expensive as I remembered, but interestingly, I went on to look at STM discs, and I promise you, like maybe sometime in the middle of last year, I would look these discs up and they'd be like, as expensive or more expensive than a typical premium plastic disc. Like a Royal Grace was like $24.99 or something, 23, maybe $27.99. And these are like the same price. And I was like, these kind of look cheap. And so I was thinking about getting some. And so when Jason told me that he wanted to send these out, I was like, ooh, I've been wanting to try these for a while just to see how good they are, because they'd probably spend a good amount of money advertising them. And then I went and looked at them online now. And this is their website, and it looks like they're at like normal prices. And so I thought I might have honestly just kind of gone insane. I went to the Wayback Machine. There's 9 captures of this in 2023. So if we go back to like the one in February, they're selling them for $24.99 for all of these premium discs. They're not pulling up any of the pictures. And that was honestly pretty intriguing to me because that was back in February. I'm just gonna look up 64 Grace. Obviously I know Infinite has typically like really low pricing, which is one of the reasons I'm glad to work with them, because you guys can get discs for really good prices, and my discs. There's less than 50 Sphinxes left. They're gonna have to run another whole run of them, and we're doing something to show that. So if you're a collector, you'll be able to get another one. If you wanted one but you missed out on cool colors, we're adding a couple different colors as well, but they're having to do a whole nother like order, which is super cool. So thank you guys. Right now, a Grain Grace, one of the best plastics in the game, is $25. If you buy it for Kristen, it's $28. But all I'm trying to say is those discs were as expensive as like the top of the line plastic on the market at that point. They were more expensive than Halo discs from Innova. And so I was like, geez, why the heck are they making these so expensive? But I didn't want to pay, I would have had to pay like $150 just to review these discs. And I was like, I'm not into that for something like this. So all that to say, let's get on to actually reviewing them, see if they're any good, see if they live up to that. They're more normal price now, which is good, but that probably means that they overbought on their initial inventory and didn't sell any. I don't even think Infinite has them. Oh, whoa, look at that. That's crazy. Whoa. Oh my gosh, whoa. Jeez, whoa. No STM. Well, I'm so excited to nailed it. I'm so excited to do my building or finalizing the bag series, because there's just some last minute decisions, like last decisions that I feel like I need to make. A2, kind of liked it from that video that I filmed. We're gonna be messing around with this thing. It might be in the bag. Osiris is what we're gonna be throwing here first. And then 2 off the top, obviously, because we're cheaters. We're gonna throw the body as well. Kind of looks like it's gonna be a little stable, so I might try to throw it flat in the head and let it turn. We'll throw with my own discs first, so I don't get a wind read or anything. Get some good practice in. I think it's kind of straight head. We might go Pathfinder on touch turn. And I have Chariots in here, which I also think are gonna be in the bag. But the Chariots I have some flippier ones than Pathfinders. Some Pathfinders are flippy. I have both that are flippy and both that are overstable. I just don't think these get as overstable as the Chariots, which are the old MB3 mold. So, gonna throw a turn over with this one to start. Oh, that's terrible. What is that turnover? That's over the golf club. All right, 2 off the top. It's like about as bad as you can go. Wow, what a start. Huh. Gross. Alrighty. Osiris, we'll actually turn this one instead of being a baby. No, we won't. We're just a baby. What is... There's so much more rights left out there than I thought. And the body. Oh, it is straight. Ah, oh, dang. So there's that tree there. I think it was blocking a lot of that right to left because I was feeling straight headwind. But it is so right to lefty. And now my Pathfinder's over on the golf course. So that's not ideal. We have a long putt with both of these sets of discs. Good thing this is banana frost, baby. Doesn't gotta be good. Just kidding, we love you, subscribe, thank you. I was trying to be really chill with it, and I got too nonchalant with it. Whoo, thought I made that. Ooh, a couple of pars to start. Thank goodness for two off the top. That was an atrocious wind read and atrocious attempt at anhyzer. Oh, they moved some positions. Dang, all right, that'll be fun. We're just gonna start going one off the top. We got a left to right, so part of me wants to try the big over top because it's 515. With that left to right, I kind of want to see if I can get a faro up and over. I don't think I have it around everything. But we'll try this and then we'll try the warp on it. Aim my body left, not just try to pull it left, but aim this way. So when I pull it on anhyzer, I don't hit this tree, but I get out in the middle of that gap and let the disc do the work. No, dang it, ride the wind. Two nose up, same play. Oh, that thing is so flippy. Either I misjudged the flippiness. I think what I misjudged was the nose angle. It was flippy enough that even though I threw it slightly nose up, I turned it over, but it stalled too much. The second one, I think is way flippier of a disc. I got a maybe even better nose angle. So we'll have an up and down for the STM to take the lead after one, but I think I can maybe reach, I mean, I can definitely give myself a circle two look if that thing stays panning right. I need to figure some stuff out with my shoulder, which I'm actually going to a trainer now for, which is super exciting. I'm gonna be going to him a lot. And it should help a ton. I was just thinking, I was like, you know, what do people who are pursuing professional athletics at the highest level do? They pay people to help them get there. And I did that with Drew, which was helpful with my backhand form. But there are just things in my body that I'm overcompensating for instead of using the muscles the right way. So we need to fix that. And that's what this guy is gonna help me with. And I'll tell you more about it as we get through it over the months, but I think the body adapts quickly. And so I'm hoping that within 2 or 3 weeks, by the time I go to Waco, it'll feel better. But I think I've explained this before. My eyes are set on chess.com 2025. So whatever happens this year, I'm gonna let it happen. And then I'm gonna try to get a tour card and hit the ground running. However I can get a tour card, Q series, whatever it ends up being, but I'm gonna hit the ground running in 2025. We're kind of if this isn't a straight line, if I don't throw this to the left, if this is in a straight line towards the basket, it would be maybe 55 feet away, maybe closer. We're just gonna call this a par. Well, I gotta do the upshot. This is what I need to work on, actually. It's the part of my game right now that I feel is mainly lacking. Putting and short little upshots. But I do wanna get some work in with the A2, because I think I'm liking how this feels so far. A2, so stable. Money. Not the way we wanna start there. Over here, we've got a little bit of a look. Also, on the last hole, I totally forgot to use the STM putter to putt with. And I think I'm not gonna use it for this whole round. I'm gonna keep working with putters that I'm a little more comfortable with because that's super important to me, is working on my putt right now. Because I don't know if I've had a round since maybe my first round of the last year where if I putt 90+% C1X, I don't shoot over 1,000. We'll do little upshots with the Overwatch. Dude, if I actually get a hold of one, I can get this, I think. Ew! Birdie with, oh gosh, birdie with the STM discs. STM's got the box thrown into a headwind, right to left. Not forgetting the right to left. 275, straight ahead. We're gonna go Cloud Ripper. 3401. Looks understable. Looks like a P1, honestly. Okay, it's more of a stable than I gave it credit for. Weirdo though. Got down there. I think we might try a forehand with the A2. A little too much wobble. Got down there. That's supposed to be an anhyzer. That's not good. It's a good putt and a good birdie in that wind. Tried to correct too much on the second one because I didn't like where it hit, but it's in, so it doesn't matter. Oh, wow. Sorry. Oh, gosh. I think I leaned over that one too much instead of sitting back into it. Going right at it. I'm on line though. Something that's interesting that I'm noticing just now about myself in filming is, especially as I'm seeing the season getting closer, Waco is 2 weekends away or 3 weekends away or something. Silliness on video is getting a little less. Obviously, it's not gonna go away. I love what I do. The focus is dialing up a little bit. It's It's becoming a little more important to me because I have max 5 chances at DGPT events this year. Probably not even that because of what I'm going to be able to get into. And then 3 to 4 Q series events on top of that. Just important that I'm ready. So with this wind, I actually think my play would be to skip around this inside gap. I noticed there I pulled out of it early. Oh, I flipped it. What the heck? Those are all really bad. I think we're gonna throw the Bodanza and just try to throw it kind of flat to Annie. I think we could get there with the Osiris, but that thing is so weird that I might want to go hyzer with this. I don't like how bad I was hitting that gap there. Oh, too much wind, buddy. I'm like going to the other basket. Wow. Collect all the graveyard discs. I think A2 is probably going in the bag because I just feel so much more trust with it than I do the zones. Unlike these shorter little Anheuser approaches. I just know it's going to come back every time. That's still short, but it still came back. Better. Hey, I'm glad we could pick that one up with the putter with the bad upshot. These guys must have had no faith in themselves because they threw on me when I was like 20 feet from the basket. But we just picked up the Bodanza. It was like 100 feet. It's a putt up there, but I'm not making it. This one kind of feels slow because it's so blunt on the sides here. Like I said, these feel kind of like P1s, but maybe a little bit bigger diameter. P1s feel a little smaller. It's like you expand a P1 out. This one, super unique. The Osiris, I don't like it, but it's unique. And this one just feels like a bunch of like bad flat drivers that are really flippy that I've thrown before. So, I don't know. This one might be the saving grace, which it's 410 on this hole. I might try to rip it down there. We'll try the warb on it as well. This is like today was like my first official training session with this guy. I cannot express how excited I am to be working with him as much as I plan to, and like how much I think it's gonna help my game and just like my fitness in general and discipline for going to the gym because I'm training with somebody and paying for the privilege, but like I'm not gonna miss sessions. So, but we did some like work because apparently I moved my scapula wrong, or like I moved my shoulder wrong. Because like I move stuff forward in order to like rotate it backwards. And so I like am doing this, which is like bringing this forward, which is why my stuff dip, which to me, I haven't talked to him about this. This is what I'm experiencing since I'm playing after we did this. But what makes sense as to why I try to rotate around that shoulder and this comes forward, which brings this down instead of actually rotating and like stabilizing the rotation in my rotator cuff, being able to throw, which I think would help me to throw Anheisers because you can't really throw, it's hard to throw Anheisers from that position. I don't know. I'm just super pumped. This also, like, it feels not like on fire, not like inflamed, but like used. It's weirded out because it's like, bro, I'm so weak. What are you doing? Headwind makes me a little scared to throw my Roman here just because I might need a driver. It's 415, but man, I'm doing something so weird. Everything's come out early so far today. That's like not even down there. We'll throw now the warb on it. Oh my gosh, there's enough hyzer in the world. That's crazy. Okay, wow, we'll try this as well. That was insane. We're gonna try Dynasty. Okay, that was still early, so there's another problem. Wow, I've not had this problem. Slow down, I think, maybe. Better. It's still early though. Honestly, I wonder what it could be. Is that maybe I'm not yanking stuff. Maybe I'm actually throwing it where it needs to be thrown instead of yanking it outside of my, that's an interesting idea. There's the Bodanza. Kind of nice flight. Float up to flat. Is that gonna get there? Yeah, that is sick. That's an 8-speed, like inside the circle, pretty comfortably. Try to throw an Anheuser in my body correctly. Throw where my body's aiming instead of where I think I'm gonna pull the disc to. Oh baby. I might have fixed like my leg release problems. That's perfect. So this is a problem that I knew that I might have had. This is so interesting. I'm gonna have to watch this footage back. Every time I get back home, I like watch footage before I even start editing. Typically like over rotate slightly a little bit, but I've been like controlling where it is. And these shots feel early-ish, but it might just be feeling. I don't really know. There's so much to worry about and work on, and there's so much time. I'm literally not trying anything with my form, like for a while. I'm just focusing on this workout stuff, work on my putt, and then like eventually I'll worry about my form again. Is that super short? No way that's my Emperor. That's that short. Oh wait, no, whew. That's the STM disc. It's like 50 feet behind the basket. I was like, no way, I thought it was pin high. But I'm done working on my form for a while because I think I was throwing in the field today and I threw like 2 or 3 in a row with my Pharaoh that went like 470 and it's like tail. So I know I got that right now. And frankly, that's like all I need to compete for a while. I need more to like win, but to compete, I think I should be fine. But this is gonna be interesting, figuring out how my body's supposed to actually move together. Not bad. bad. Actually not. Wow. I do definitely feel, I mean, I trained today, so of course I'm going to feel more tired. So I'm definitely not throwing very far right now with these guys. But I also feel like my body's a little out of whack. Better chance. This is the best shot of them all. Straight up the gut. I think that's the redeeming disc out of these 5. But overall, whew, weirdos. 242, dead ahead. Still got the box. Throw a Marvel. Perfect. And then try to do the same thing. I was gonna say Cloud River, but it's not. It feels like it, but it's the Overwatch. 3, 4. Oh, it says 0.50 by the way. So positive 0.5, I guess. Weird. Ooh, that was 20 feet from the camera. No way. Oh! That's pretty good. Oh, man. And this is a birdie, though. Really wanted to commit to that, and I think I half committed. It's getting a bit extra stormy looking on me. Whenever there's wind, I tend to get forward in my putt instead of trusting myself to sit back into it and finish well. So, good thing to realize. Ah! Bogey, though, so even the 2 under for 3 holes to play. There's not a lot of companies that have like this that I'm just like, I don't like it. This is kind of one of them. Like, the redeeming part of discs like these are that like anybody can have fun throwing these when they're a first-time player, because any disc is going to be fun, and no disc is going to fly like it's advertised to fly if like you're throwing it so inconsistently that it's never flying the same for you anyway. But then the price of these, at least when they were advertised to me, was like $30, and it's like, just go get a bunch of Infinite iBlend discs for $10. iBlend XLs for like $8 to $10. That's crazy. Get some Sphinx, Centurions, Pharaohs, Mayas, Tombs for Tomb Gang. Shout out. I don't get it. You can get a whole starter set for one of these discs. Headwind, strong headwind, left to right. I went through the Chariot, but I think this is where I need my stable 7-speed, I think. I'm gonna need a straight one too. This wind is like messing up like what I think I need in my bag, so I'm gonna have to travel with a good few discs, but I think if we go Roman, kind of right at it, try to give it a pop of flex, then take a little off it, I think it could be good. Wow, that is so much right to left. I threw it flat though. That was crazy. All right, throw the body a touch of hyzer, I guess. And I guess we're throwing this way out to the left now. Hit the tree. It's actually not a bad spot. We'll be putting in a tailwind. Dang. Whoa, bye-bye. Jeez. Wow, I'm aiming like at the flag. Hey, that's wind. Just let it be calm and enjoyable for one time. Whoa. I felt like I ran it. I trusted it to lift it, and it did not lift it. What a putt, baby. Whenever it's like supposed to be a nice day out, and I come out to this, I want to kick something. I do not know where this came from. It's like 20 miles an hour sustained right now for no reason. Big. Left to right. This is where I don't have a more stable MV in my bag right now, but I probably would disc up to that, because this one might drift a good bit. Debating ESP zone, but I don't think it'll get there. Honestly, I might throw a Pathfinder like I would throw this. Too much hyzer. I could have just done the MV still. You know what, we'll go Cloud Ripper. Uh-oh. Perfect. That thing's kind of fast for a putter. It's much more driven. That first Pathfinder hyzer was so like swoopy nose uppy. It's a much better shot. That's just rude. Oof. Save a par. Wow, I can't believe I even got that chain high. I expected those to get a little smacked down. Especially throwing slight nose up into a tail cross. Oh no, am I screwed? I'm kind of screwed. These guys landed on top of each other over here. Dang it. So much crosswind. Pretty happy with those bids for how much crosswind there was. That was crazy. We're just gonna call it a bogey. I like that I don't have to worry about these flipping on me. Sick. Last hole. Yikes. The weather has changed with my sentiment towards these discs. Actually, it didn't change. My sentiment was always weird because of how overpriced they were advertising them to me. We're gonna throw the Osiris, I believe. And I think we're gonna throw the A2 on a forehand. Try to hit the hillside. No, that's so stupid. We're gonna throw ESP zone on a backhand. That genuinely could have got pushed off of the ledge, but I think it's parked. Osiris. Awesome as well. Skip in. Oh, skip past it. Let's try this A2 play. Hit the hillside and skip up. Okay, it kind of worked, but it did what I thought, which is bye-bye. We'll see if you can see me. I'm trying to keep the camera low because I'm like legitimately worried that the wind's gonna blow the camera over on the tripod. This zone I thought was parked and it got blown down the hill because I watched it skip under the basket. Wow, this is craziness. It's kind of cool, honestly. I'm not good at Anheuser putts. I also forget that Anheuser putts will get dropped against the crosswind. I don't even know how I made that. That's it. This is crazy. Fun. Thanks for watching. Bye.